Natalie.
Natalie, okay. All right, I'll walk you over here.
You need anything else from me?
I don't need anything else, man. I just wanted to let you know if you ever wanted to talk about anything, just give me a call. You know, I don't want to write and message you and, go drama through text and email.
Oh, I don't consider that drama. I think that's pretty professional to do that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I was asking you to give me a call like a big boy.
I'm a big boy, and I want to be accountable for my words.
Well, you can talk to me if you want to talk to me. That's fine. I'm not a hard guy to talk to. I'm not here for the drama. And if I understand you got all these concerns, if you want to talk, we can talk.
You come across as very nice, Joey, but I just want to keep it just formal and just, succinct. Yes, no's, that kind of thing.
That's fine.
We'll keep it simple.
That's fine. I'm a yes no kind of guy too. I don't like a lot of talking, but if you do have anything you wanted to discuss, please call me.
Certainly.
Don't text me about drama.
Oh, I'm not allowed to text you?
Say what?
I'm not allowed to text you?
So listen, don't text me about drama.
What do you consider drama? I don't know.
You text me and you email me about something. Just call me. Call me. You're open to call me and you discuss it in person.
I'll do it both, but I've already said a few times that I didn't.
Or a phone.
I didn't appreciate you taking that dirtbag Rick Briggs, taking his statements, and it made the federal court record against me.
What did I say?
He said that I had an attitude problem, and you're saying, oh, he was kicked out of the sober living home for an attitude problem, and da-da-da. That is not acceptable to me because you had the option to interview somebody that was a credible witness, that was not impeached in his credibility with a felony record, and he would have told you that I was basically a saint at that house. I was fixing things, I was repairing things, I caught 35 mice. I did so much in that house, and I was getting ridden by Rick Briggs because he didn't want me there because I was under federal supervision. And he told everybody that I was a rat and that I was there to snitch for the FBI. You could have gotten the truth, but instead you opted to present a lie to the court, and I didn't appreciate that.
So whenever you're done, I'll say my piece. Go ahead.
Okay, well that's the gist of it. I've said that to you in emails a couple times, and I'm saying it to you now to your face because this is the first time we've met. But I prefer to put things in writing so that there's a record of where I stand because I have integrity.
All right, so listen to what I have to do for my job. When someone gets kicked out of a sober living house or terminated, whatever the wording is, I have to contact the manager. I don't contact the peers in the program. I don't contact someone that you give me. I go straight to the top, whether the top is credible or not. Can you appreciate that I have to do? Whether it's a drug treatment program or a sober living program, I don't go and talk to the people around. I talk to the manager, and that I say exactly what the court told me. In the court, I say exactly what he told me. I tell it to the court.
Yeah.
He told me you got kicked out for attitude problems. Yeah. I asked him if it was violence or drugs or alcohol. He said no. And that's all I said.
Okay.
I didn't mean to make you mad. I didn't mean to make you...
No, but my name got dragged through the mud in that proceeding, and it's all based on lies.
Well, it's not my lie, right?
If you're repeating it,
it's not my lie.
You could do some investigation. You could do some investigation. I gave you the option to investigate whether he was a credible witness.
All the investigation I'm required to do.
Okay.
Anything else is too much.
Well,
anyway.
I believe in telling the truth and the whole truth. And the whole truth didn't make it to those proceedings. And a man in my position is sensitive to the whole truth not making it to legal proceedings.
Got it.
That's my position.
Understood.
And
maybe next time if there is something to discuss in court, I'll contact anybody you want me to. I just didn't want to. I'm not here to cause drama with you or fight with you because I don't fight with
but
nobody.
I mean, I was in Florida and I got 2 days notice. They dragged me to some proceeding. Didn't have to. It could have waited, but no. Then I'm between rooms, so I have to go sit in a lobby of some random motel, use their Wi-Fi. Like, you guys are inconveniencing me for no reason, in my opinion. And then you say you want to get me off ankle monitoring, but then you guys sit there and say that these terrible things. It seems like you're taking it in a different direction, not less restriction, more restriction. Because if you really want to get me off ankle monitoring, why would you say all these bad things about me to the judge?
What else did I say?
You talked about, so like there was supposedly an arrest up in Northern California for assault on a child. That was a BLM lie. They threw me down the stairs.
I never said that.
It was brought up. It was brought up.
Oh, I didn't say it though. It was brought up.
No, you guys in general, you dragged all this lies through the system. I'm innocent until proven guilty, and even sometimes if proven guilty, a man can be innocent. But the fact is these are things that aren't even investigated. And you have to understand, in my position, I'm sensitive to these kind of things because this is coming across to me like something out of a Kafka novel, you know? And so when that happens, and then when I try and talk to you and you say I'm playing games, I'm allowed by the courts to go see my kids. And my attorney tells me, stay extra if you need to. If you feel we want to see them longer, stay extra. Tell them, let them know. You have the right to be up there as much as you want. And then you say, no, you got to get back or whatever, you're playing games, you're being difficult. No, I'm not. My life is difficult.
So the only reason I said that is because me and you agreed that on Wednesday of last week I would see you at your house. It didn't happen. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not mad about it. I see you today.
Okay.
I don't.
You seemed upset
stress
about it.
yourself out.
You seemed upset about it. You said, "Oh, that's how it's going to be, huh?" That's how you said, "Oh, that's how it's going to be."
Well, that's because you said, "Oh, you know what? I'm not even coming at all, Joey." And I'm like, "Whoa."
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you told me you're going to come the next day. I'm sick. I'm going to come the next.
I was
I'm like,
sick.
what? Okay.
Well, I see you wearing your mask in there. Obviously, you're worried about COVID protocol. If I'm sick, sick, by all means, what should I do? By all means, what should I do if I'm sick under COVID protocol?
Around other people.
Exactly. And what
get in
else?
your car and
And
go
and
home.
rest myself. I stayed put. I nursed myself. I took my vitamins, and then I felt better, and I traveled back down the next day.
Okay.
And even if I wasn't sick, I had the right to stay there.
You do.
You know, like
And did I tell
if
you
I
that
have
you
a sleepless night because of whatever, and I feel like not well enough to drive at 6 a.m. to noon to get back here to jump through some hoop for somebody, I can do that. That's what the courts have said. I can stay up there and see my kids, unless you guys try and push for more restrictions. But what I'm saying right now is I'm following the laws. And you even said in that court, in that proceeding, he's broken and violated no terms of his conditions. Okay, so if I'm allowed to go see my kids, and I've been allowed to see them for the last 9-10 months, I've been allowed to go up there. If I'm allowed to do that, then I don't want to feel like I'm feeling pressured or any kind of like drama or any kind of like, you're disgruntled or you think I'm being difficult or I'm playing games. This is no joke and this is not a game. And I'm telling you straight up, if I go up there and I drive and I take the time out of my schedule to go see my kids with my injuries and all that I'm dealing with, if I go to see my kids, I want to enjoy my time with my kids. And if it's 3 days, if it's 5 days, so what?
Okay, and if I schedule something with you the week prior, I would expect, I don't care, I don't, this doesn't frustrate me, this is my job, it's not, I'm objective in everything that I do, I don't have any, I'm not disgruntled, I'm laughing at it, but if I agree and we did agree on scheduling something a week prior and then you say, oh, no, I'm not, and I take that
No,
for something different.
that's not what happened.
Care, though.
That's not what happened.
I'm not here to argue about that because it doesn't bother me at all. It stresses you out.
I
but
let
it
you
don't
know
bother me.
because it doesn't bother you because it's a joke to you and you can laugh about it. But
No, it's not an issue.
I take it personally when a federal officer says I'm playing games and that I'm being difficult, especially because this federal officer just recently was in a federal court saying other bad things about me. And the way I look at it is this. If I tell you, and this is very simple, Joe, I'm sure you can understand this. If I tell you I'm going to be back on Wednesday and you say, okay, see you at 9 a.m. on Wednesday, that means I have to leave at 3 a.m. on Wednesday to get back by 9 a.m. on Wednesday. And that's not reasonable. And I know you know that. You got to understand, if you really think it through, that no one in their right mind gets up at 2:30 in the morning and drives at 3 a.m. to get at 9 a.m. in Orange County. And so I was kind of a little taken off. And I said, no, the soonest I can be back is noon. But then I realized, why am I going to be putting myself out, leaving the house at 6 a.m. before my children even wake up? If the whole point is to see my kids, I'd at least like to see them off at 7:30.
I'm flexible. It wouldn't have. I was planning to see you.
You
at
say
9,
you're
but
flexible.
That's at 9. It could have been 12 at the time you told me. It could have been 2. I could have been here at 3 or 4.
It could have been 2.
But then you made the choice to, hey, I'm not gonna come at all. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll see you next week. It's not a big deal.
Okay,
It's not a
but
big
you
deal.
seem to make it a big deal. Now you say it's not. That's why I feel like you're gaslighting me. That's why I feel like you're gaslighting me, because when you say, oh, that's how it's going to be, you're being difficult, oh, you're playing games, and now you're like, oh, no, it's not a big deal.
It's not.
I don't see the integrity, Joey.
My non-response to your emails, that's not gaslighting. It's
No,
not.
I didn't say that's the
I'm not- I
gaslighting.
didn't-
This is the gaslighting, because you're acting like I'm making a big deal out of nothing.
You are.
But the words,
I've never
the
had
words
issues like
difficult,
this.
the words difficult, the words playing games, those are not good words to use. Those are negative connotations. When you are referring to a person under federal supervision as playing games and being difficult, and you're saying things like, oh, that's how it's going to be, and then you're saying, well, then we'll just take this back to court.
I didn't say we'll take it back to court.
Yeah, you did.
What am I going to take it back to
On
court.
Friday, you said that. You said, well, we'll see, and if that's how you want to play it, we'll see. You said, are you going to be there?
I never told you I'd take it back to court because I don't have nothing to take you back to court for.
You
Why
s-
would I say that?
I guarantee you said it. I promise you.
Buddy,
I promise
you're
you.
gaslighting me.
No, I'm not.
Anyway, hey,
I
I'm not
could
here
prove
to-
that.
I'm not here to-
I could prove that.
I'm not here to start drama. with
Look at me.
you.
I could prove that, what I just said. I could prove that.
Then prove it.
I'm not going to have
Fine.
to
Go
because
ahead.
it's all no big deal, right?
All right, no big deal.
Okay, Joey. Well, I got to get going. It's almost 11 o'clock, right?
You have a good day.
You as well.